The greatest day of my life is here. Okay, that sounds really, really, really dramatic, but it is my most anticipated book release day, okay? This is the book I am so excited for. Living, breathing, counting down the hours, just waiting for this book to come out, and that is Sunrise on the Reaping. If this is your first time watching my videos, then you need to know I am a huge, huge, huge Hunger Games girly. I love this series. I have since I read it in middle school. Was it middle school? I might have been 14, so it might have been my freshman year. I actually don't really remember anymore. It's like a blur. I am literally so excited to read this book. I'm not even computing that this book is in my hands right now. Like, I feel like I'm glitching. Like, it's just like this book, it's in my hands. It's you know. So this is gonna be a reading vlog of me reading this. My birthday is in 2 days. I'm turning 30. That's right, I'm turning 30. So this is like the best birthday present ever because it came out on the 18th, which is 2 days before my birthday, and Suzanne knew I needed this. She knew that I was having a rough couple months, and she was like, Erin needs Sunrise on the Reaping. Okay, she needs it. And then you know what, Suzanne? You got me. If you don't know what this book is about, I'll try to summarize it very non-spoilery. This is a prequel to the original Hunger Games trilogy. This is going to come after The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So it is a prequel, but in between The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes and the first Hunger Games book. This is about the 50th Hunger Games, which is the second quarter quell. This is Hamish Abernathy's story. He was a District 12 victor. He won the games. So we do know that. So I don't have too many theories. I'm trying not to theorize too much about this book. I just want to experience it and like have a good time while reading it. But the biggest thing that I am 90% sure about is that everything that we thought we knew about the 50th games is inaccurate. That's pretty much what I'm anticipating, is that the snippets that we saw in Catching Fire, like what we heard about it, if you've read Catching Fire, you know what I'm talking about. That little bit that we learned, I'm assuming it's not correct. I'm assuming there's way more to the story. Otherwise, I'm going in, you know, not really expecting much. I mean, I'm expecting a lot, but I'm not expecting much in terms of like my theories to come true because I don't have much going on in my brain at this moment. Like I said, I'm glitching. So this looks really short, and I think that's just me being like, oh, I thought it was gonna be longer. I think that's just me saying I could read like an 800-page Hunger Games book and I would probably be so excited to read it because that's the only time I would ever read an 800-page book willingly and be excited about it. I'm gonna be buddy reading this with my fiance. He is going to be reading the audiobook, so we're starting it around the same time. I do read a little bit faster than he does, and he only listens to audiobooks on days that he works, so we'll probably be a little off, but we are going to try to buddy read this together. So I am going to start my most anticipated book of the year. Oh God, I'm so nervous to start this. I'm probably gonna cry, okay? Don't laugh at me, but also you can laugh at me, I guess. I'm putting it on the internet. So anyways, I'm gonna start this, and I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Okay, we're gonna start it. We're gonna start it. Okay, I'll check in with you, probably. I don't know what I have to say, but when I have something to say. I'll try not to check in too much. Maybe I will. I don't know. Whatever. I'll see you all later, okay? I already hate this. I already am emotional. I'm already upset. I can't. Okay. Okay, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm on page 6 and I'm losing my mind. Oh my God. I need to calm down. This is too much. Oh my god. Ugh. This is devastating. Okay, so I'm almost 100 pages into Sunrise on the Reaping. I think I'm on page 84. And I think I'm reading it really slow because I'm trying to savor this book, but I'm also taking breaks because there's a lot of emotional turmoil I'm going through, and every page I feel like I'm getting so much information and I keep freaking out mentally and emotionally, and I have to take a pause and set the book down to breathe and center myself because this is like a very big experience for me. I can't really talk about this book in depth because if you haven't read the original Hunger Games trilogy, there are spoilers, but I feel like this book has already showed so much. I felt like the first 30 pages I was gasping at how much we were learning. We've learned so much at the beginning of this book, and we're putting so many pieces together. Suzanne Collins has already said that this book is about propaganda, and we're seeing it firsthand how big propaganda is in this story. It's amazing to read this. I think Suzanne Collins is a phenomenal writer. I love this series so much. Every time I pick up one of the Hunger Games books, I fall deeper in love with this series, which feels like it's impossible because I already love it with every fiber of my being, but just rereading the books or reading a new one like this, I felt the same way with The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes last year. It just, I don't know. There's just something so powerful about these books. You can see our society and our world and the things we're going through mirrored in these books, which is scary, but also I think it's important. I think that's why The Hunger Games is so popular. I mean, I think some people don't really get the messaging of the books, but I think the majority do, and that's why they love these books so much, because these books are saying something. They have something to say. They're telling a story, but also a story that we're familiar with. And I think a lot of people can connect with that, and they find a sense of comfort in these books, because that's what I do. I find a sense of comfort in these books. It's already just so gut-wrenching reading this one, and it's only 100 pages in, and I can't even imagine how I'm gonna feel halfway through the book, at the end of the book. I mean, I do know in a way how this book is gonna end, but I'm sure Suzanne will pull one out of the bag and surprise me, which I'm nervous for, but I'm having a great time reading it. I'm having fun buddy reading it with Justin because we're all texting each other and exclaiming over things that we're reading and stuff like that, and it's always fun to read these with him, so I'm having a good time. It's hurting my heart, but it's fun, I guess. It's fun in a way, but it's also just like a lot for my little heart to take. But yeah, it's good so far. It's living up to my expectations, which I had no doubt it would, but I'm very much enjoying my time with it, so trying to savor it. Hopefully we'll savor it, but I'll update you all when either I finish it or I have more to say, or I don't know. You'll see me probably freak out about this book in B-roll, so I'll talk to you all in a little bit.
How's it going, sweetheart?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
It's bad. It's sad.
Bad?
It's sad.
You just got probably your book of the year.
I know it's my book of the year, and I'm sad.
And I've never heard someone be sad about their book of the year.
Well, then they have never read Hunger Games before. because you can love it and be sad at the same time, which is why I need my emotional support ice cream. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, what? Wait. Wait. Part 2! Maisley, the queen you are, my girl, I love you. Oh my god. I love her, I love her, I love her. Oh my god. You're joking. Oh. This book just keeps getting better and better. Oh, literally, like, I don't think it can get better and then it gets better. This is insane. Okay, update time. I am officially on part 3 of the book. I have this much left. This book is exceeding all my expectations. I think I already said that in the last check-in, but my mind is blown with like every sentence I'm reading. The amount of Easter eggs in this book, my flabbers are gasted. I don't have words, and it's so hard to talk about this book. I could spoil the absolute crap out of this book, but I'm not going to. So it's so hard to talk about it. I just feel like this is a book that was so needed in the series, and I love that we're getting different angles. I felt that way about The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes because in the original trilogy, you are following Katniss through the games and so on, right? You're getting mainly that aspect and then what happens throughout Catching Fire and Mockingjay. And in The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, you're getting Snow's perspective and his point of view and experience as a mentor of the games. And the games early on. Of course, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is the 10th Hunger Games. So being able to see the 10th Hunger Games versus the 74th and then comparing them, it's such an insane and mind-boggling feeling, but it puts so much into perspective, and I loved that about The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And what I'm loving about this book is it's so heavy on the experience of Haymitch before the games, the lead up to the games. I think the games are the smallest chunk of this book, and I think that's needed because we've already kind of experienced the games. It gives a fresh and alternative perspective, and I love that. And it's doing exactly what I expected Suzanne to do, which is flip everything I knew on its head and change my feelings and thoughts and basically shed some light on things that we didn't know. And I love that about this book. I love it. All the new information that we're getting in this one is so incredibly needed, just like the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes were to... I already appreciate the Hunger Games, but with the 2 prequels, I think it just makes me appreciate the original trilogy even more. And when I reread the series as a whole, from Ballad to Mockingjay, including this one now, it's gonna just tie everything up even more and even better. Just experiencing this from what I already know about the other books is, it's incredible. This is an incredible experience. The best birthday present I could really ever ask for. Thank you so much, Suzanne Collins. You don't know who I am, you don't know I exist, but this is literally the most incredible birthday present in the entire world. I already cried once and teared up a lot of times. I'm probably gonna cry many more times because I have this left and I already have a broken heart. So I'm gonna keep reading and I will update when I finish the book. Hopefully. Probably tonight. Maybe. I don't know. I keep putting it off. I'm scared. Anyways, that's all for now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. That was horrible.
Strong for Haymitch.
I don't think I can be strong for Haymitch. Oh my god. I don't even have words for what just happened.
How bad?
It's bad. It's real bad.
How bad?
It's real bad.
I really want to know.
Oh my god. My heart My stomach is rolling. My stomach's so upset. I'm literally nauseous from what I just read. That is horrific.
Love.
I can't even process it.
Snow?
Yeah. Okay. What was that epilogue, bro? Oh my god. I need a minute. Alright, so I finished Sunrise on the Reaping last night. I decided to wait and get myself together, gather my thoughts, calm down a little bit before I did the final check-in and give you my overall opinion on the book. I'm sure you can probably guess by my reactions throughout reading, and just because I love The Hunger Games so much, I loved this book. It's like a 6-star, okay? Not 5 stars, 6 stars. It's like 1,000,000 stars at this point. I'm also someone that loves every single one of the Hunger Games books. Like, I think they all have a purpose. I think they all do something important for the series. I think they're all there for a reason, and I've loved every single one. I know some people really don't enjoy The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which is Snow's book, but I loved that one as well. And I think with every book you read, or even a reread, you uncover so much to the story, and it just adds so many layers and complexity to the overall plot and just all the characters as well. So for me, I'm not shocked that I loved this, because I will probably love every Hunger Games book that ever comes out. I can't ever see myself not liking one because I think Suzanne Collins is really talented. I think she's a genius, and I think that what this series, what these books say is so incredibly important. I think it's so relevant to today. Just saying. I mean, they definitely hit home a lot more when I read them right now. It's, you know, reading this while being in the US is also very tough, and it feels like I'm living in a nightmare. So I think that these books say a lot, and I'm glad that they're marketed as YA. I think a lot of people probably don't read these because they are YA, but to me, it just means that this is a more accessible book. It's going to be put in the hands of more people, and more people are going to read it because it is at an accessible level. I loved it, obviously, and I think I was in shock while reading this book because from the first page, it felt like a shock. There are Easter eggs, like I said in the previous check-in. There are, I mean, the characters, just what's going on. I just felt so caught off guard a lot of the time, which is good, but it also just made me so shocked. Like, I couldn't stop reading, but I also had to put the book down because after a few sentences I would be like, I can't handle this. Like, I have to set this to the side because so much is happening in just paragraphs that I have to process. The epilogue absolutely destroyed me. The ending of this book was soul destroying, honestly. While I knew to an extent how it was going to end because of reading the other books, I think seeing it in this perspective, from Haymitch's perspective, and seeing it play out from beginning to end made it so much worse, honestly, so much worse. And it was devastating. It was devastating. it was really sad. This book was amazing, but it was brutal to read from the very beginning. The first sentence is brutal and the last sentence is brutal. Like everything in between is also brutal. The whole book is just, it's just a hard read. I think if you are a Hunger Games fan, it'll also be just so beautiful to read, but also just so devastating. My heart shattered literally every second I was reading. Something else would happen and I'd be like, I can't take any more of this, Suzanne. You are giving me so much and I can't take it. And it was amazing. I think this was such a refreshing addition to the series. I love the way she talked about propaganda in this one. I thought it was so well done. Such a great new way to look at the games and to see just a different aspect to the games, honestly. And I think when I read the series again and I start with the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes and then go into this one and then go into the original trilogy, it's going to make the original trilogy just so much more impactful than it already is, which is insane because it's already like incredibly impactful. So I'm just so excited that this book came out. I think it's a knockout. I think it's gonna fit perfectly into the series. I want to reread it. Like I'm already ready to reread it again. I can't wait to annotate it like I did my other books last year. It's gonna be hard to reread it, honestly. I will probably sob the whole time I'm annotating it because it will be so hard to read again. It was hard to read the first time, but reading it again will probably be even worse. So I love it. Amazing. This is probably the only anticipated read I'll have this year or any year that will actually live up to the hype, like actually live up to the hype. So I'm so glad that I got to read this. I'm so glad that we have another Hunger Games book, and I don't know, I just am so happy. And honestly, this will probably be, if not my favorite, it'll be in my top favorite books of the year. This might be my #1 favorite of the year though. So, okay, I'm gonna stop talking about the Hunger Games and ranting and raving because I know I can do that forever, but I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog of me reading and reacting to Sunrise on the Reaping. If you also love the Hunger Games and you've read this book, I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. Please keep it spoiler free because people are still reading the book and I want to make sure that people who haven't gotten to it yet don't get spoiled. But I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my channel. We can become friends, talk about books, horrifying books, thrilling books, romance books, manga, all that good fun stuff. I hope you're having a great day, night, morning, afternoon, wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!